Hello beautiful ones, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and as you see there's a couple of cards out. I figured I would leave these out. I usually have discussion with Spirit to find out where we're going in the reading today, what they would like me to talk about. We are still in full Mercury retrograde. We've just, I'll say, suffered a new moon in Gemini and a solar eclipse. And then before that was a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of celestial energy going around. So it's making it hard to communicate, at least inside of ourselves. It's hard to just keep the messages clear. And it is all about communication. So I make sure that my communications are really clear with Spirit before I come to you. Now what came out was the Ace of Pentacles, Passion Ignited, and you have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups, and these are written down as emotional withdrawal and spiritual union. So these came out together, and then out came out Grandfather Sky. So I'm going to tell you what that means, Pisces. But before I continue, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of my channel. If you've been here before, if you've just showed up, hi, I do collective readings for the Pisces group, and I do it in spirituality so that you can use all of your spiritual, emotional, etc. access to make your life a better place. Now, I usually speak better, but since we're in Mercury retrograde, well, you know, it's going to come out the way it comes out. Hopefully, I still have subscribers after this is done. Oh, wow. So my energies have been this way. I usually wake up, I spend my whole day awake, I work all day long, and then I go to bed at the same time. Since this energy spike has come through, I get up, I do stuff, I go back to bed, I get up, I do stuff, I go back to bed, I get up, and then I can't sleep anymore. So it's just been terrible for me. I'll be happy when the energies start balancing again. I'm trying to go with the flow, as I've told you Pisces to do. Just go with the flow. It's a very good way to be. I've been dodging a lot of fireballs, is what I call them now. But it is also a great opportunity to clean house and to follow your dreams. And this is what this is about, Pisces. Okay? All of this beautiful air and fire energy intermingled together with two eclipses at the same time. It is a great time to go for your dreams, to ignite that seed, that passion, whatever you've been thinking about. The thing is that this cannot kind of take flight, because this is implying Grandfather Sky. Right away I noticed that. This is going up to the sky. Air, right? Taking your dreams and bringing them up. And I'm going to read you this, and I'm going to talk about the other two cards. It is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, healing, passion. So these two really do go together, okay? So do these. There's passion here, okay? You're a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. This is beautiful. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Be prepared to soar to new heights. And it says here, when you receive this Grandfather Sky, you're entering into an expansive cycle. So you're expanding yourself, right? Do not hold back or repress what you feel, right? And this is all about feelings. Your body and spirit will become drained. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations, and this is where this card is going to come in, but you forget to honor your own needs, your energy field will become dull. If you allow your emotions and need the freedom to be spontaneously expressed, waves of incredible energy will expand inside of you, running on your own resources. It's easy to become drained. However, letting the divine light of the Creator flow through you easily replenishes your soul. Okay, so, yeah. But we all do that, right? We want to control the situation. So, emotional withdrawal is the Eight of Cups as well. The Eight of Cups for me is always about leaving something that no longer suits you, that is draining the heck out of you, that's taking it out of you. So in order to have union and to soar to greater heights, you need to get away from whatever has been draining you. Okay? All right. So we've dealt with these right here. It was very clear the message they wanted to bring in. The person, as I've said, who isn't clear is me. She's not clear. I haven't been clear in days. I mean, I'm a clear channel, but my human body is zero clear. It's amazing how they come in and they do their thing, and I wish they would stay because I feel very much aligned when I'm part of them, or where we kind of start communicating. But when I go back to just being Jane, you know, mom, wife, friend, I seem to lose all of that great wisdom I feel when they're around, which really sucks, you guys. Okay, so, but I guess we're meant to be who we're meant to be, right? Okay, so I'm going to take some moon oracles. Finish what kind of a grand picture we're painting here. So this leaving, this emotional withdrawal needs to be done to be able to soar, to be able to ignite that passion and keep going. It could be a relationship, I won't lie, but it doesn't need to be. It could be it could be a job. It could be just the way you've been living all your life, okay? Something is repressing you, and you need to emotionally withdraw yourself from that, but you have the resistance cards. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. The one thing I do like is that she's grounded. This hand is grounded, and earth energy is like really important right now. So I'm going to read what that has to say. I'm not going to make any prejudgments on this point, but it's 25/7, and to me that's assessing. So there's resistance to this, okay? There's resistance to getting away from that, and that might be interesting, Pisces, okay? Let's see what it says here. Familiarize yourself with how resistance manifests for you, the overt and the covert. If you continue to have doors slammed in your face, turn around. They will normally be open. There will normally be an open door. Okay? Procrastination is just another kind of fear. Move forward with confidence and persistence. I flow through resistance and I am in control. Yeah, this is really about fighting off resistance. Yeah. There are two kinds of resistance. The first type we encounter when we keep getting obstacle placed in our way, and our way is blocked, okay? And that's what I feel. I feel that your passion is you may be having an idea, whatever this is that you're trying to start going. I'm just going to talk through spirit. Whatever you are starting to go on, whatever you're trying to start, whether relationship, career, money, whatever, okay, you're feeling that it's not quite going. And the reason it's not quite going is because there's something in your way. There's something blocking you, but in essence, there's something you're not leaving behind, okay? You're withdrawing from this because of that. So it's, in essence, really telling you to go in deeper, to find that, and to remove it, okay? So that you can reach for the sky. It really is. That's exactly what's going on here. Interesting. It could be fear. Fear is probably a great big deterrent, right? Fear of the unknown. Fear of failure. Fear of the unknown. In other words, it's all you've ever known. And even if you're miserable in the known, well, at least you know it, right? Unstick the stuck. See, they're just, this is the same message over and over again, Pisces. So they're really, maybe they can say it better than I can in this one. 46:10. Yeah. In order to complete anything, you really got to unstick the stuck. So let's see. I like these. These usually have a little something in them that, you know, a key sentence, something that gives you something. Busting out of sticky energy, breaking stagnation, seeing the pattern of your rut, integrating a message or a lesson, success. Okay, so it's time to bust through the confines of the current pattern that you've got going on. This may be an overall sticky pattern that you are experiencing. Or it may be showing up in one small area of your life. Okay, could be like a new thing, and you're wondering why you can't get it going. Okay, either way, it's time to dust away stagnant energy and give things a fresh glow. No more stalling. If a situation, relationship, expectation, or unwanted responsibility weighs heavily on your heart. So right away, they cleared that up for me. Remember I said it can be anything? This is what I was trying to say. Situation, relationship, expectation, or unwanted responsibility. Okay? If it weighs heavily on your heart and giving you an emotional withdrawal, okay? Or if the dense energy of habit, excuse me, here we go again, is making you feel like you have limited control over your circumstances. It's time to look at the relationship you have with your rut. So have a look at what the rut is about. Okay? Is it so familiar that it feels like it's a part of you? Ah, see, this is what I mean. This is good. Or could it be serving you in some sneaky way? Aha. Sometimes your ego accepts the rut because it keeps challenges, fears, and possible failures at bay. I said that, right? Fear of failure. Right. Right. Fears and failures. I just said that. Remember, if I can, maybe I can't speak anymore. Remember that you always have a choice to find the tools, help, and energy that you need. Unstick the stuck to welcome your momentum and the willpower to achieve. Commit to one idea and action. One idea and action. And usher in a dynamic trajectory to your future. All right. Your body is not trapping you. Your family is not trapping you. Your luck is not trapping you. Your life circumstances are not trapping you. What excuses are you holding on to? What is it that's got you stuck? Modern life can be so over the top that it can cause a traffic jam of epic proportions. Could you be missing cues that you're tired, exhausting, or needing rest? Maybe the fact that today I did that. I was resting and then resting. Oh, what I do to get messages, Pisces. Yeah, so I guess part of that message is for me. But I'm okay. I don't know. I'll take a look. Maybe I am stopping myself from different things because I'm familiar with my ruts. I don't know. I've dealt with it a lot. But maybe I'm sneakily hiding some. Are you? Is that what Spirit is saying to you as well, my dear ones? That you are hiding stuff? And it's stopping your forward momentum? Maybe. That's too many. Trust your intuition. So pretty. It's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation, walk in the woods, ask yourself what you need and listen. Tune into your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. You have the answer, and it's safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside you. Very nice, Pisces. Okay? All right. So this is a very clear reading today, even though I'm not always clear. The readings are very clear. Trying to survive to the 22nd. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait till Mercury retrograde stops. This one hit me really hard. They usually don't, but I think it's all the energies that were involved this time around. Yeah. Right. So, there's a disruption of some sort, Pisces, with all of this going on. It's causing disruption. This is a tear in your, this is to help you see or put the light where it needs to be put so that you can see the cracks in the foundation where you need help. Okay? So the light is coming from above, you can see, and it's putting light on the situation. This is a Tower card. It's very good. Again, it's the 7, underneath the 7. So this is assessing what you really need to be looking at. Taking care of really looking at things for what they are. You need to move forward. You want to move forward, but there's something there blocking you for sure, right? Right. Something just out of reach in the shadows, Pisces. An illusion, a delusion of some sort. Whatever, that you're not looking at, that you're not paying attention to. Okay? It's very apparent here that there's something here that you're not really looking at. And it may be screwing up your choices, is what I'm getting. It says choose wisely. There's a lot of cup energy here. And the reason, what I'm feeling as well with all this cup energy, this Pisces energy, this water energy, is that you're doubting yourself because of all of this. So it's not really helping your cause right now. It's just making you doubt who you are and what you want. Yeah. Because this is all about you got too many choices, but now you have so many choices that you don't know what to pick. You don't know what's illusion. Which one's going to be the winning one? Foundation and achievements, right? It's right underneath the Tower. It's so funny that, I mean, you know, your towers are all about foundations. What I'm getting from this, though, Pisces, is that with the Four of Wands, is that you're working towards the rewards, but what I'm hearing is that maybe you should be working towards not the gain, but the happiness. Does that make any sense? You should be working towards the feeling of balance and happiness that you feel, not the checkpoint, okay, of your achievements. Actually, the answer's in a card. Work on the foundation and not the achievement. I know it says not, it doesn't say not the achievement, but don't focus so much on the achievement. Focus on this foundation that needs to be fixed, that's causing the disruption. Okay? And yes, sometimes I've done readings where you fix the root chakra and fixing the foundation. But it doesn't take much, Pisces. You could have fixed that. You could have fixed that. It doesn't take much to fall back in a rut. That's A, because you've lived that way all your life. And you may sneak yourself, as they said, you may sneak yourself back into that rut without even realizing you did it. Okay? You may like do the big move and say, oh, I did it, right? The base chakra. Okay, so that's exactly what they're saying. Okay? Look back. There's something that you're looking at, right? Recognition and reward. To me, that this is the Three of Pentacles, but this is, yeah, this is this is just spirit going, way to go, Jane, you got it. Okay, so base chakra right here is what you're looking at. Okay, so they gave for a final or an encore, whatever you want, a grand finish for this reading, they want you to look at this. There's something regarding this, Pisces, okay? Maybe unbeknownst to you, you did the root chakra thing, you did all the work, you worked yourself out of a rut, you did a lot of improvements, but while you were busy doing stuff, you kind of fell back into that old groove of this root chakra, this safety, security, oh, I don't think I can do it, all of that stuff. Whatever stopped you before, you just went back to it like an old, comfortable slipper. And that's what they were talking about here. I think it was in Grandfather's Guide they were talking about it. Or was it? No, it was on Unstick the Stuck. Okay? So, unbeknownst to you, you just got back into it. It's time to put a light on it, Pisces, okay? Right now you need to shine a light on it. If there's something that you're struggling with, it could be little, it could be big, it doesn't matter what it is. Look back on your root, on your base chakra. There's something here that's stopping you. Absolutely. There's something that paused you here. And you need to just get back on the wagon. They're showing me somebody who's an alcoholic. Yeah. 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 You thought you could do it safely, reacting the same way you did before and not fall back into the same thing. You didn't. You fell back into the same thing. And it was so familiar that you didn't notice what was going on. Okay? It's weird to say, I know it's a weird kind of situation, but that is exactly what's going on here, Pisces. Okay, so maybe one more card. I'm going to take a chakra challenge card. Going to see what we can see here. I'm going to turn this one around because... Okay. So I'm gonna do the extended later. I'm gonna ask Spirit what we can do to unstick the stuck, or how we can shed light. Like how maybe we can stop from doing that again, or I don't know. How we can make it easier. You know when they say when you quit smoking, the more you do it, the easier it gets. So is there like stuff that we can do that when we realize, oh, what is this? I felt this before. I think I may be sabotaging myself, which is the right word. Okay. Oh, here we go. Mysticism. Okay, so part of it is connecting to your spirit. Absolutely. Because that's the question. I was going, how can we get back to that? Yeah, and expand. Right, expansion. Yeah, so we have to connect back to spirit to expand. But I will go further into it. I will ask them what they mean by that and where to go with it. And we're going to continue on this evening in the extended Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, Pisces. I really, I'm grateful to you always. If there are other ways you would like to support this channel other than subscribing, hitting that notification and that like button, which is always of the greatest support to me, there are other ways in the description box below. Take care of yourself, and I will see you later. Love, light, and blessings to you, Pisces.